G'day everyone, my name is Dave, here to help you get the most out of your faith. So what is the Sabbath? I mean, is it just an Old Testament thing? Can the Sabbath be any day that we choose? Do Christians even need to keep the Sabbath anymore? Well, by the end of this video, you're going to know what the Sabbath is and what you should do about it. And I'm also going to give you the advice that I've given thousands of Christians about what they should do on the Sabbath. Well, if this is your first time on my channel, this is the place where I like to do short devotional videos every week that are designed to help you get the most out of your faith. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell icon so that you get notified when I post a new video every Thursday. So what is the Sabbath and what should Christians do about it? Well, first off, did you know that the Sabbath is the first thing in the entire Bible to be described as holy? I know, right? Mind blown. I mean, it wasn't a glorious sunrise or a snow-capped mountain. It wasn't a church or a temple or an altar or even God himself. It was the Sabbath. So let's be honest, how many of you were surprised that this How many of you were surprised that the Sabbath is the first thing in the entire Bible to be called holy? Tell me in a comment down below if that surprised you and be honest. So we know the Sabbath is holy, and most of us already know that keeping the Sabbath is one of the 10 commandments. But it's unique in that list of 10 because it's the only commandment that Christians brag about breaking. Seriously. Now, I did a whole other video about that, and I'll leave a link to it up there. But let me give you another perspective of the Sabbath. See, whenever I travel around the world, I've always been drawn to churches and cathedrals and temples and monasteries and synagogues. In fact, here is one of my favorites that I photographed at sunset while I was in Egypt. Now, around the world, these grand, ornate buildings serve as holy places where believers come to experience the divine. They're places where faith rituals are done and where people connect emotionally and physically with the spiritual. But for the first followers of God, these experiences didn't just happen in a building or in a place. They happened on a day. You guessed it. They connected with God and experienced his presence on the Sabbath, not just in a building. And theologian Abraham Joshua Heschel underlined this idea that meeting with the divine isn't confined to just a place when he wrote, "The Sabbaths are our great cathedrals, the Jewish equivalent of sacred architecture. The Sabbath is a sanctuary which we build, a sanctuary in time." I mean, wow. I love that idea that a day of rest is a sanctuary in time. That is an incredible picture. And Jesus lived out this idea. I mean, we read in the Gospels that Jesus took a day of rest every week because he understood that God designed the Sabbath as a gift to us. But it's my observation that too many Christians get so focused on following in the steps of Jesus that we forget about following the stops of Jesus. I mean, for real, when was the last time you stepped into the cathedral of the Sabbath and purposefully took 24 hours to rest and experience the presence of God? Again, I would love if you could answer that question in a comment down below and be honest. So what is the Sabbath? Well, it's a sanctuary in time where we're supposed to specifically set aside 24 hours to rest and experience the presence of God. In my family, we try to take a 24-hour break from technology. No iPhones, no iPads, no computers, no laptops. I gotta tell you, it can be hard. If I'm honest, sometimes it's impossible. We also use that 24-hour period to purposefully spend time together. Sometimes we might make meals together, we eat together, and we have a family movie night together. As a dad, I want my girls to know that they have my undivided attention for 24 hours. It was super hard at first, and there are some weeks where it's still hard. But the more we do it, the more it becomes something that I actually look forward to. So I would love to hear from you. Do you purposefully take a Sabbath rest? If so, what does that look like for you? Can you tell us in a comment down below so that we can all learn from you as well? If you don't take a Sabbath, is this something that you might consider in the future? Or is it something you just don't really want to do? Whatever your answer, I would love for you to tell us in the comment section. So that's the Sabbath and some ideas on what you can do on your day of rest. Well, I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give me a thumbs up, share this video, and comment if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and follow me on Instagram or Twitter at AussieDave. See you next time.